Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kai here from TechTexto, and today we will be talking about Vivo's latest flagship phone, which is called the Vivo Nex 3. And today we will be discussing 7 features that you need to know before you go ahead and purchase this phone for your next flagship or for your next daily driving phone. Alright, first off, let's talk about price. As it is a flagship phone, crammed with features, you can expect the phone to be slapped with a premium price. As of today, this date, on the, what's today's date? 15th of December, this phone, it costs $1,299 in major retailers such as Lazada, and of course, if 1299 is outside of your budget range, you might be wanting to get a new contract together with a telco. Some telcos in Singapore, they bundle it together with the phone. You might consider getting it from either Singtel, M1 or StarHub, but it seems that Singtel has the lowest monthly subscription so far, but actually at $1,299, the price is really not that bad, you know, considering what it can deliver. Secondly, let's talk about the beautiful display. Oh my god, this has got to be the main highlight of the phone. With a 99.6% screen-to-body ratio, this is the most bezel-less phone to date. The vivid colors on the 6.89 inches display will win you over in a split second, in a heartbeat. You know, well, it definitely won me over. Whether you are a screen person or not doesn't count, because once you lay your eyes on the screen, you will know what I'm talking about. You can also see that the screen slightly wraps around the body on the sides. Playing videos on this phone is a total delight, and you will experience some challenges taking your eyes off the screen, which is not surprising because it is also what I discovered when I was trying out and testing out the previous iterations, but not the flagship one. I was testing the V11 and the V9, and those, yeah, I was totally finding myself a bit tough to take my eyes off the screen. Like looking at Lily Collins. So pretty. So again, watching Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus on the Nex 3 is super awesome. It is that attractive. People who prefers to listen to their audio using wired headphones, wired earphones, will be glad because this phone comes with an audio jack. Woohoo! You know, so far we've seen a lot of phones, flagship phones especially, having no audio jacks. Flagship phones with audio jacks these days are super rare, which is why I totally treasure this Nex, because it comes with a jack. And obviously because I don't consider myself an audiophile, but I do love my audio, especially listening to audio on my wired devices. Like what? Like my Beyerdynamic 770, my Sennheiser HD600, my Audio-Technica M50s, my Grado SR125 or D80. Totally love listening to audio on those. And not forgetting whatever crazy expensive headphones that I have stored in that cupboard, or that cupboard. I think I spend way too much on headphones. Not only that, this phone has an AK4377A for an audio chipset. Do you know what those audios are capable of? Okay, these audio chipsets, they are high in fidelity, which are found in FIO M5 DAC, the HiBi or the HiBi W3, the Shenling MW200. This chip, it doubles up as a super awesome digital to analog converter, which is called a DAC. This chip can play high fidelity audio tracks such as DSD. Wait, what? A phone that plays a DSD track? Okay, I played some FLAC audio and DSD tracks on the phone, and they all sounded amazing. Okay, I feel that Vivo doesn't really market this feature or this aspect of the phone that well. I don't know why, but they should, because I feel that if you don't talk more about it, you kind of like downplay the entire audio experience. And if they do market this properly, or rather more aggressively, I guess they can appeal to the audiophiles or to audio lovers, people like me. This phone, it does not have a front-facing camera on the screen. So where is it? The front-facing camera module sits on the top of the phone, and it is activated whenever you hit the selfie camera button. This is a concern here because if a camera module pops up and pops in frequently, especially if you are a selfie lover who takes selfie every now and then, or who does, I don't know, IG stories every now and then, or TikTok every now and then, because of the gears that's been used in the popping in and popping out of the camera module, the gears might wear off over time. We don't really know how long the gear can sustain its durability. There's no word on it from Vivo, so we just have to wait and see, test our luck, and have great faith on the mechanisms of the camera. The main back camera has cool and fun modes. There is a 64 megapixel camera which captures good sharp images. The bokeh effect is alright. It captures the main subject quite sharp in low to soft lighting, but the background blurs is not what I'm occasionally used to. Let's just say that it isn't very bokeh-licious. Night mode is quite awesome too, but my favorite camera mode has got to be the macro mode. Wow, totally love it. I was able to capture some legit macro shots with it. Check this out. Alright, the next feature has got to be the crazy super long battery life that is on this phone. It is insanely, ridiculously long. And I'm not kidding. Okay, let me tell you a story. I had this phone charged to 100% at midnight with the help of my smart plug. I started my day as usual, and on the way to work, I was watching about 40 minutes of YouTube content. I was actually on my way to a presentation that I'm supposed to do. So during the presentation, I thought that I tried, in the morning, some cool feature, controlling the PowerPoint from the phone. The presentation was about half an hour long, but because the phone was mirroring my slides on the projected screen for about an hour to about an hour and 15 minutes, because of Q&A. I went back to the office, had lunch in my office, because that's how I usually catch up on my Netflix shows and series and whatnot. Watch one episode of Dark. Oh, by the way, you need to watch Dark if you have not, because it is so good. It's a German production. Yeah, it's totally great. You need to watch it if you have not. So right after lunch, I went to another meeting. I checked this phone at about 3 p.m. and guess what? The battery percentage, it's still at 57%. Huh? Yeah, so when Vivo said that the battery could go for 24 hours on normal usage, they were not lying. And if you're curious, the Nex 3 actually has quite a big capacity of a battery, 4,500 milliampere. Well, it is big, but I don't expect it to run, till 24 hours or beyond. That's insane. Okay, after using the phone for about 2 weeks and then switching back to my Samsung Note 10 Plus, I realized there were two things that I missed. Number one is the wireless charging. This phone, the Nex 3, it does not support wireless charging. I thought I don't need wireless charging because I thought I can do without it, but because the switch from Samsung 10 Plus to this phone, I realized I'm a wireless charging kind of guy. It is one of those things which you don't realize it until you've used it. So wireless charging is definitely one of those things. Secondly, the weight of the Nex 3 is a little hefty, more than I'm used to, because my current Note 10 and that phone is quite crazy light. Prior to the Samsung, I was using Pixel 2 XL, and that phone is light too. So using the Nex 3 had me some getting used to, because you can really feel the weight difference. And apart from those two things, or two negative things, I couldn't really find a lot more concern or things that I don't like about the phone. Right, next is there's only one physical button or a control button on the phone. The Nex 3 only has one physical button, which is at the top, which is on and off, and I've never used it before, interestingly. So Vivo introduced some sort of a virtual key button, which they call it the Touch Sense Plus. Essentially, this is a haptic feedback button that controls your audio. You increase and decrease volume, and a center button which you can press to either wake the phone, or if you press it long enough, you can turn the phone on and off. Vivo smartly placed some grooves as a texture on this center button, so your fingers can feel where exactly the buttons are located, so you don't have to, run your fingers all over the place, all over the screen, trying to find where the controls are. This is also one of the few examples where you let your fingers do the talking, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, those are the 7 features that need mentioning about Vivo Nex 3. Do share in the comments below if you have already purchased the phone, or if you are intending to buy it. My opinion, I think this is the most underrated phone of 2019. It totally deserves more attention than currently, especially to consumers who are looking for a new phone. But unfortunately, it is the last month of 2019, and as usual, a new year means new phones are coming out. And if this phone were to be probably in the mid 2019 or sometime in the early 2019, I think it will make a very good choice for a phone, to use every single day. Alright, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell notification button to get notified whenever we post videos like this. I think that's it. So we'll see you very soon, probably in 2020, because it's just 2 weeks before 2020. I don't know if we're going to release another video prior to 2020. We might do a wrap up. We might do a wrap up for 2019, all the best techs that we've experienced and handled. That one, no promises, but if it's going to be released, well, it's great. If not, I'll see you guys in 2020. Okay, take care, drink lots of water, stay healthy, and bye.